Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome to the channel. Today we're going to be playing MLB Pickle. If you haven't heard of this game, it's kind of popular now with baseball enthusiasts like myself. But basically what it is you start out with guessing a random player that's active in MLB right now. And then you have some categories here, some characteristics about that player, such as what team, what league and division they are, what country of origin they were born in, what their age is, what position they play. The squares are either going to light up yellow, green, or gray as it is. If it's green, that means it is an exact match of the characteristic that the player that you're trying to find. If it's yellow, that means it's pretty close and kind of hard to explain, but we'll just get into it. This is today's MLB Pickle. I'm going to start out with my man, Jose Ramirez. So I search the name and click Jose Ramirez. So the yellow indicates for this league division here that it's in the AL. So it's either in the Central or it's in the AL. We don't know which one it is. He's a right-hander. He's pretty close to the age of 30. Is not born in Dominican, and he's not a third baseman. So I'm going to try. So I'm going to stick in the AL. I'm going to use Aaron Judge. We'll go on the East now. There we go. There's Aaron Judge. Okay, so it is in the AL. I know that because both of these are lit up. He's a right-handed hitter and a right-handed thrower from the United States. So let's try a different AL team. We tried the Central. We tried the East. Let's try the AL West. Now, this player is pretty old, in 30 or 31. So I was going to guess Julio Rodriguez, but that's not going to do it. Actually, I'm going to guess Jose Altuve because he... All right, so we got AL West correct. I know he wasn't USA, but that kind of narrows the age. So he's probably in his later 20s. Not a third baseman, not a second baseman. But we did get AL West correctly, but it wasn't from Houston, so we know it's in the AL West. Obviously, there's no cheating in this game. I don't have other tabs pulled up. I'm not cheating. There's really no point to cheating. You gain nothing from cheating in this game. I'd rather figure it out on my own and try and get the answer. I feel more accomplished that way. Unfortunately, the AL West is my least knowledgeable division and league. So this is probably going to be a tough one for me. Here's one that I think will be pretty good. Let's try James Kaprielian of Oakland here. Okay, so not Oakland, but we got most of that correct. Look at that. Starting pitcher, age 29 from the United States, from the AL West, but it's not from Oakland or Houston. So it could be from Seattle. I'm trying to think of Seattle pitchers. Let's just try Logan Gilbert. He's one that comes to mind. Not Seattle. Wow, we've basically guessed almost all the AL West teams. Come on. Let's try DeGrom. Maybe Jacob DeGrom here. I know he's a little bit older. It's not Texas either. We are at this point going to be guessing every AL West team. So maybe you can kind of understand how this game works. You're just trying to guess which player of the day that it is based on the hints they give you. So I have 3 more tries here to try and get this. It's a starting pitcher that isn't in any of those AL West teams. So we're obviously looking at the Angels here. It's not going to be Ohtani. Ohtani's a two-way player. He's considered a two-way player. He's not technically considered a starting pitcher. I honestly do not know Angels starting pitchers. It's just Ohtani. Well, we know for sure that it's the Angels. So I'm obviously Tucker Davidson is not going to be it. I can't think of any other Angels pitchers. I know Angels pitchers. I've seen the names pop up on the box scores. I can't think of a single name other than Ohtani right now. I'm really drawing a blank. For some reason, I keep thinking of Patrick Corbin. He's still with Washington. Patrick Sandoval, however, is a pitcher, but he's obviously not the right age. I'm honestly just going to give up because I can't think of another one. Yeah, Davis Daniel is my last guess here. Man, we were close. Lucas Giolito. Oh my gosh. Are you serious? He was just traded. Oh my goodness. That's terrible. I'm embarrassed. I don't know, my MLB Pickle. All right, folks, we're back for another day of MLB Pickle. So it's a once-a-day thing. You can only play the game once a day, and it's a new mystery player each day. So let's go ahead and get started with today's MLB Pickle. As always, going to start off with my man, Jose Ramirez, just to get the ball rolling. We can really guess any player in there. All right, so he's either in the AL or the Central, just like yesterday. He's around 30 years old. Let's go ahead and guess Aaron Judge, see if this player is in the American League. This person is not in the American League. We're dealing with a National League player. I'm going to guess Ronald Acuna Jr., likely MVP this year. Yep, just like we thought, person's in the National League. Probably shouldn't have guessed back-to-back right fielders, but that's okay. Let's guess an NL West player. Let's guess Freddie Freeman. Go, Freddie Freeman. Okay. not an NL East, not an NL East, so it's going to be an NL Central player. I'm going to guess Christian Yelich. Again, just trying to narrow down. Okay, so we got NL Central, but he does not play for Milwaukee. Player is kind of old, so I'm guessing like later 20s. Just going to guess, did Bednar get traded? I don't know if he did. But I'm going to guess team from Pittsburgh. Yes, so the player does play for Pittsburgh. That was actually a decent guess there. It is a left fielder. So left fielder that plays for Pittsburgh. You know who I'm thinking? Is it Connor Joe? Is that how you spell his name? Sorry, it's Connor Joe, right? Yeah, Connor Joe. Has to be Connor Joe. No? Oh, he's right field. Who the heck plays left field for Pittsburgh? Not Connor Joe. Thought it was. It's got to be the guy they just signed to that big contract, right? Brian Reynolds? Brian Reynolds. Yeah, there it is. That's a dub. Brian Reynolds. So there we go. Current streak is at 1. Max streak is 1. Obviously, winning percentage is 33%. I've only played it 3 times on this particular web browser, so I've only won one time. This was the first one on this browser, but I can promise you I've won many other times, but that's okay. I don't have to prove it to you. There we go. We got our first dub with MLB Pickle. Let's go.